That's right. Welcome to another incredible edition of our Creative Chaos. And of course, I'm here with my man, Josh, the fixer.
Yep.
And as usual, we are gladly joined by Supreme Leader.
I love it.
The last time we spoke, she said we should address her.
Quash
as
everything
such.
else.
Yes.
And I am just appropriately. You shall understand.
I salute you.
Yes,
I
you're
salute
welcome.
you.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Josh, take it away.
In a one to
Take it
streamline.
Malaika.
Take it away. Take it away. Take it away.
Let's
Take it
go.
away.
Okay.
Take it away.
So anyway, guys, welcome to Creative Chaos. The idea is we discuss the chaotic lives of creative careers.
I love it.
So that other people don't have to. Yeah, so
Or
we
feel
do
they
it-
can feel seen.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
definitely. So if we break down everything, the chaos in the creative sector, right here, everybody else don't have to do it again. So we break it down for them. And and today we have something very, very painful to many. And it's a simple question, but again, answer ziva, internal.
Tough one.
Same question, but
Tough one, yes. Yeah.
So the question is, are we bankable
No.
as creatives?
The table you're shaking has expensive drinks. Hey.
Are we bankable as a creative?
Kindly define for us bankability.
So, in the context of the current conversation, we have so many gifted young men and women, super skilled, very energetic, from all walks of life. If I'm to discuss all matters creative, but we seem to be struggling with investment. So, as an industry or as an economy, it's vibrant. If you go to TZ, ebana Waganda, wanajua showbiz bana. If you go to Kenya,
Your
Loosely
Swahili.
translated.
Oh my God, his Swahili is so
Loosely translated.
beautiful.
Subtitles. for
Subtitles.
people. Yeah.
Mwana chili ya Uganda, mwana wana Uganda baka. Iba bakuba showbiz mwana. But we are broke. As a sector.
Why are you speaking French in your
As a
Swahili?
sector.
We
Then when you go to Nairobi,
speak for yourself.
Buddha, in UG. Man, those guys, kule ni kunoma bana.
True.
Yeah, those guys are on another level bana. Yeah.
Even your English accent
Yeah,
was
they're
still
on another
Kenyan. I
level,
love
bana.
this.
Akina Bebe Cool, akina Chameleon.
Continue that
Wale
list.
waseni wa noma bana. Sio kama sisi huku bana. Those guys are on another level bana.
Yeah.
So
When you go to Rwanda, same thing.
when you go to Rwanda,
We are feared.
No, we are kings and queens, as Keke would like
I
to say.
agree.
and supreme leaders.
Supreme leader.
So anyway, so in that context, given that, amazing energy, that admiration, first of all, I would love to congratulate Eddie Kenzo. You tell me which country in the region has a special presidential advisor who is a creative.
Yeah.
I think that's a win.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay, that's a win.
Thank you.
Regardless of whether he's able or not.
We shall
there's
work with
been
him to
debate
make
all
him
over the
able.
place, but I think that's a win. Eh?
Yeah.
So that leap, that stride we've made, are we bankable as a sector? I know I hang with golfers, guys who play golf sometimes, and these are rich guys, these are wealthy people, and they have conversations. A good number of them, without mentioning names, have idle money. That if someone went with a good proposal or went with a good conversation at the right time, at the right space, and you could probably liberate the entire entertainment economy. So we have such people.
But they just don't know where to put
yeah,
this
they don't know
money.
how to put the money. Do we have potential to attract such people in this sector?
What's
I
okay?
love this conversation.
You understand?
Take.
Yo!
Before you even
This call, I'm already excited before we even get into it.
The reason we actually
First of all, that
while
idle
we
money
were,
guy,
while,
first
while
time
we
his
were
name.
prepping and going through these conversations, we we realize it's a missing link.
Yeah.
Yeah, the industry is vibrant. URA is now, we are on their radar.
Man.
You know, they want
Exactly.
to tax us.
Sorry.
Yes. They want, if not, Alex Mohanji, proprietor, Comedy Central,
Yeah.
has had a
His
situation
story.
with that. I think at some point, Chameleon had a situation with URA. I don't know who else, but a good number of notable entertainers have had issues with URA. That tells you that...
URA came to my door.
See?
In their nice drone.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Yes,
we have
even
seen.
myself, I have...
We have seen.
Yes, I have companies. I have companies that are under URSB, but they are not active. But you
Yeah.
still get emails and communications that file your returns and things like that.
Yeah.
But we just don't have that money, and the reason we don't have that money is why I want us to unpack this conversation.
Yeah.
So
I love this conversation.
why do I think I'll go first? Perhaps why do I think we can talk about the highs and lows?
Yeah.
I think a lot has to do with how we carry ourselves as a community, in terms of our character, image, how we brand ourselves. I don't think any sane person with their idle billions somewhere
Going to trust.
is going to trust us. And if you're the kind who's always fighting in bars, you're always making headlines, you're always trending and things like that, it's a question mark. There are so many attributes we shall unpack them, but the elephant in the room is, are we bankable as a sector?
There's something you started off with, and I think it speaks a lot to what you're even saying now. First of all, may I even say it, I never thought I would be alive to see a day when we are recognized to the level of seeing a creative space being acknowledged, not under another industry. We've been under other ministries. Oh, culture and antiquities. About this one, another. There's a point where with
culture and
ICT,
antiquities.
there's a time where I sit. What are you saying? So
National
we're
guidance.
about to go to agriculture. I swear, we're lucky we're so... We're just way that child. Mwana wani ono, that kid,
Creatives.
right? Yeah. So everyone who
Gwendi
says that,
Mironze farm.
I love it. So when we have Idrissa Musuza being our rep, and people are saying, no, he's not that. I'm like, guys, shut up. We have a guy there. Now, what I would advise him, surround yourself with people who know more than you.
Yeah.
Get a Josh who knows this. Get a Bush baby who was in there. Get.
Yeah.
Have a council. You're the one who goes and speaks, but the council is convened. When people think it's one person, they think it's only that person going to talk. No. So now you see, if the other sectors start seeing that level of organization in us,
This is the opportunity.
this is now.
Yeah.
Now is for us to show. By the way, you see us as joking subjects, but we are not jokers. You see us. Man,
So
we're doing well. So are we bankable?
Yeah.
Yes. We definitely are. Are we there yet? Not yet. Why? Because I'll say this, I'll speak on the film industry first. I'll say in the film industry, guys, we have brilliant writers. Writers with good stories. Very good stories. Actors, we have them. I mean, even recently, Kenya was here partnering with us. You get it for Perfect. So we have actors, we have Badman, DOPs, crew. We have.
Yep.
You get? We have the crew. So you see how we have all those ingredients? And someone says, oh, nice. So you have the ingredients to make the cake? Great. You make the cake. We've made the movies. You've seen them. They're fire. So how do I get the money back that was used to pay for the ingredients? Whatever, where do we sell the cake? Who is going to eat the cake? Who wants the cake? You get?
Yeah.
So that's where the distribution conversation is coming in. Why I will say we have not finished.
yeah.
Because now, I have a business mind. I always say, no problem, I can put in, but where's my return?
How does it return?
How does it come back?
The how
The how.
of
That cake, where are you
Yes,
selling
yeah.
it? How much money do I get in profit? Vis-a-vis the amount of money I put in for the ingredients.
when
For the manpower.
Is it something we can attribute to the fact that we lack unity?
No.
no for her I think
Federation,
for her,
federation. Because whether you're in film, you deal with musicians as scorers.
Scores, yeah.
You know, so you can't really detach yourself from that end. DJs, athletes, name it, sportsmen.
So for the creatives, I would say every creative. Okay, so creatives, yes. Now every faction
Yes.
has, because now I belong to the different ones, with the exception of the musicians
Yes.
and boxers. But footballers, I'm there. Man, you forever.
We're actually under the same docket.
Anyway, but
sports,
so,
Yeah.
yeah,
sports
that's
and
what I'm saying. A footballer, I'm
Yeah,
a footballer. They just don't know. So the thing here is why I said no immediately for film. Why? Because there's a certain semblance of unity in film. Because
There is.
yes,
Yeah,
there is.
there is.
There's a certain semblance
I
of
feel
unity,
it.
but yet still.
Yeah.
So there,
Needs nurturing.
I'll come. No. I'll go to my leaders. I know people keep saying, don't go to government to Yami. No, but we do need, because when investors come, they need incentives of why should I?
Someone, when I came back from Boston,
Which year?
Went to film school properly.
I
and
remember when you disappeared
yeah.
for a minute.
Someone asked me a year later, so why not into film? I'm like, there are no cinemas. And they ask, why? What does that have to do with anything? Now, in my mind, I thought I've answered them, but they needed a breakdown. Yeah, there are no cinema halls.
articulate.
Yes, there are no cinema halls where people will go to watch my movie and pay to watch, so I get paid.
Box
You understand?
office, yeah.
There's no box office. Yeah, so we have no market for film. Of course, there's Netflix. Those numbers work differently. But for our industry, which is the film industry, no, we don't have that.
And
So,
even
so we don't have an African solution.
The how.
A
the
domestic,
how
a domestic
of
solution.
If somebody invests in film, if somebody gives Malaika or somebody
I
gives
give
somebody...
all the money.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
They're going
does
to
it
ask
come
you,
back?
how is it going to come back? It should be very simple. Like a film business plan is very simple. Invest in this idea. Man comes from here, falls in love with this woman. The boat sinks, and then people go to the cinema. It's a very heartwarming story.
Yes.
They will pay. Money is emotional. Reach your wallet. Pay. Watch. Okay? It's $1 billion shillings. Oh, first weekend. Oh, second weekend. Another. You understand?
Like it's an entertainment
so it's
source
that
of entertainment.
simple.
It's
Somebody
not that
has made it
complicated.
simple for the
film
for the
industry.
European market, for
Yes,
the US
American,
market or
yeah.
American market. Yeah, Hollywood goes to bank, makes money, comes back.
Even when
How does that work with
even when
streaming
it went, as I
in
said,
this
even when
era?
it digital,
Yes.
even when it went with digital,
Yeah,
yes, there are big losses, yes, with piracy and whatever. But because they were seeing that with the box offices, the
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
were just going to the whatever. They said, let's make life easy for you. It's cheaper, it's here, have it online. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I'll bring it back home to Uganda and say how much is data. From how expensive is data? Do you see how I now brought my government back? Where is the incentive for a person to say, I'm going to watch this entire movie
Or I'm going
or
to
this
develop-
entire series for this long? Could data wange? When guys stay saying, I've been to be aware, there's a small WhatsApp, guys are quarreling for the MBs.
Yes.
And you think they're going to watch a whole, you get? So incentivize, make meaning. Let us, you know how we made like agriculture this or this and what, all these things.
free seeds, free
This guy, you know, that all of that.
seminars.
So now that's
Pigare
fulfilled.
seminars,
So we
second-
need to use ICT as the bedrock.
Precisely. That's now for the streaming bit.
That's the stream. That's what I was going. That's why I
for
went
the
like
streaming bit.
streaming, yes.
Because the other
Because
areas-
correct
Other
me, I might not have
areas.
the data,
Yeah.
but I feel like streaming and digital and everything
Is the future.
has probably either the
It
future
is.
or has
It
already
is.
eaten into the cinemas.
It is, but again,
It has.
it might be the future, or it is the future.
It is the future right now.
But the people we are asking for these favors are slow people. Until it affects government, government won't take ICT seriously. Government won't think, oh, we need to reduce the cost of internet so that somebody can stream, so that my son, who went to film school in America,
Can
can
eventually
actually make money
benefit
back
from-
home because we have cheaper internet.
Something
Get the
that's
point?
simple.
Yeah, so government
Just that
does not
subsidize
work
this.
with the times. Until
ICT.
Yeah.
So now,
Someone
if
is
I
paid
went,
in government to worry about that, and they're probably not doing their job.
Exactly. Now that is on the film side.
that's what I'm going to
And
say.
now I'd
Now
like
when you
to
go
ask
to another,
you as a
side,
DJ, seasoned, okay? Are DJs bankable, or why are they not bankable? Can a DJ
we're
walk
not.
to the bank?
No.
And get
we're
a
not,
loan
we're
on
not
being a
because
DJ.
again, the problems affecting music, the same problems affecting film, theater, name it.
No, they might be the same,
Eh.
but let's break them down.
Yes.
Film is lack of structures where people actually make the money.
back.
Okay? Back. Kuteeka mu kyangu.
Eh.
The-
Uzikomya.
how?
Yes.
Now, DJs need crowds. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, a DJ needs a set
Gear.
put together. Gear, yeah, equipment. Now, why is it difficult for a DJ to walk to the bank and say, guys, my name is DJ Bush Baby Inc. Okay? I need X amount of money. I'll bring it back in, probably cheap money, 5 years.
So the culprit is the same.
Yeah.
It's not possible because there's no collateral. And who's supposed to who's supposed to sina taka kutegera sina logbook
But
no, wait
DJ thing is
sina
so
taka
expensive,
sina
no?
taka
Nayo kuba vibe.
linda ko sina taka sina logbook what else when I bring in a controller URA wants to tax me like 5 times the amount of the controller.
The controller here.
Okay, when I bring in a MacBook Pro, whatever version or model or it's the same thing.
Is it 40, 50 something percent? Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't have collateral to walk to any financial institution. The most I can do is probably walk to a money lender,
30%.
which is suicide.
Expensive money.
You know?
Yes.
Which is suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, either I'll end up having my... why is it suicide? Yes, we have crowds, but in our previous conversations, we've spoken about how DJs are handled. Again, as a
Pay the
constituency...
DJ last.
Yeah, pay the DJ last. It's somewhere there. It's huge. Yeah, pay the DJ last.
It's personal.
Yes.
It's personal to
Yes.
DJ.
I think,
Bush.
yes, DJ Association of Uganda. But
Well, that's good.
as we are human beings,
Yeah.
again, a collision of thoughts, ideologies, and things like that. So it's not as authoritative as it ought to be. And that is because of so many interests at play. Again, because of money. You'll have a brand coming in, and you'll hijack the vision, the objectives of the association. By the time you realize, the stakeholders are languishing. They are just gallivanting all over the place. They are angry. They are
So
You understand? So-
your not bank, your lack of bankability comes down
collateral.
to
So
collateral.
access to financial facilities, if that can be addressed, which again the culprit is government. They need to make that, at least say, okay, if you're a DJ, come and, because they are registered. There was a census recently. I'm sure, yes, there's been some controversy about the results and all that. But
We
I'm sure
should be
that
knowing the number of DJs,
DJs in the
country.
country,
In the
yes.
country.
And then you know how to
But
serve them. So you should make,
I will give you your props as DJs, though. I remember sitting with a friend of mine, and we were watching, I think it was Lake Stewart, and there were girls going like, "Oh my God, oh, it's Lake Stewart and Roger," and I was just like, "Oh my God, I never thought the day will come when girls are phoning over a DJ." Do you get it? Like
DJs have
DJs were
gigs.
never
No,
looked,
currently- no, currently-
they were never looked at as whatever, but
Yes.
now DJs are respected.
no, they're the new rock stars. They're the new rock
Yes,
stars. Eh?
absolutely,
And,
and I love it.
and
So
I'll
I'll
tell
give
you
you guys
what,
that.
and this is so close to my heart. When I meet these young fellows, at least the ones I'm able to have
Mentor.
constructive conversations with, I tell them never take the space you occupy for granted. If you have a 1 hour set, a 2 hour set, you'll walk in, let's say on a random throwback Thursday or rock night, and there's a Malaika Nyanzi somewhere who has decided to come and attend your gig that day. But that day she wants to end her
She
life.
doesn't use the Nyanza anymore.
with double N. Eh? My bad.
There's a Malaika.
Okay,
Just Malaika.
Just
is okay.
Malaika.
Yes. Thank you.
Supreme
You said my
leader.
heart.
Supreme leader decides to attend your gig. But on that day, Supreme leader has decided to end her life. So she's going to cane all the shots in the bar because
She's tired. Yeah.
True.
Then in your set,
You play something.
you play a certain song, either by Kirk Franklin or by whoever.
Just
Boyz II
triggers.
Men, it just triggers
We are
Supreme
Nostalgia.
leader's mind, and it helps reshape her purpose, redefine her,
Goodie,
why she
buddy.
exists. Okay? If she's gracious enough, she'll come and either buy you a drink, and you won't know why she's buying your drink. Okay? Or she'll come and tip you, or she'll come. Me, I've had confessions.
She has connected.
I've had confessions. Guys are like, man, the day I came for your show, I was going to commit suicide because but you played a song by so and so, and it
Took him
tweaked
back,
my
and then
my
nice.
mind, and I rediscovered my purpose.
man,
So
thank God.
that is how much power. So when you see girls falling over,
No,
you know, them and all
no.
that,
What I'm
it's
saying.
not it's not showbiz, but it's coming from a very
Personal
from
place.
a place of depth.
No, I appreciate it because Bali, in the creative industry as a whole, it has been Kuzala word for so long.
Yes.
But even in the Kuzala warring, there was levels to which you get.
Yes,
Like
yes.
how even in sports is respected, yes, but there's a levels to every sport. Like they
Yeah.
even them, they're like, hey, how come football is the only one with a budget? Why do they ignore, dodgeball? Why do they ignore boxing?
Print, remember the last page.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, but you guys, like even the last page is all football. Kati boxing, babatekawa. Kati basketball, you get like guys always. So that's why I say DJs, man. There was a time whereby you were not even part of the conversation. There's being Kuzala word,
Yeah.
don't talk, but you were not even considering the conversation. I love that you guys are, but I will say this. You touched on it earlier. Mubyonna bye tugenda okwogera. Yeah? In everything we're going to say, the main reason why I'll say number one, we appear not bankable. Not that we are not, just appear not bankable.
Yes.
Is we appear irresponsible.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I would give you that money. Do you know how to make a proposal? Do you know how to show, like how we said, the whole business, this is how the
Yeah.
money comes back, the pie chart, the numbers, that this is there. You know how to present yourself.
Yeah.
What people don't understand, what we have and fight with in the creative industry, guys, fame is a drug.
Yeah, it is.
Fame is a drug.
I'm yet to get high.
Hey, no. Bush baby, fame is a drug. Someone told me who was very close to radio, the late, who said, there is nothing in this world that got him going as much as standing on that stage and just seeing the whole crowd shout his name.
Yeah.
Do you get?
Does that drug mean that we are poor businessmen?
No,
Yeah.
I'm coming. So fame is a drug. That's what people don't understand. So a corporate person, agenda, the answer is that they don't understand the demon we are fighting every day.
Yeah.
For me to be level-headed, it's not like you behind your desk accountant, you only fight one guy, your supervisor, that's it. Me every day, I'm fighting, forgetting that I don't line up anymore. I don't have to pay for things anymore. I walk into a place, a seat is provided for me. To stay here, level-headed, to then come and humble myself, but to ask for money. Are you seeing what I'm fighting with every day? To then now come and be like, then you start telling me, what are these things? And I'm like, do you know who I am?
Collateral.
I am the collateral.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you want collateral?
I am the collateral.
It is here.
This face.
Exactly.
This voice. When I sing, when I stand, that is, so guys don't
So
understand.
justifying that,
Justifying.
we're struggling to justify that.
Which
That
is
Which of course
what's-
borders around branding, how you position yourself.
That's why I always tell creatives,
Yes.
partner yourself with a business person.
Don't be the business person.
You go and focus on your passion.
Yeah.
There are very few who are creative and business. Very few. But they're there. I'm not going to say they're not there. But there are people who have said, you people, me, that's why when you see musicians with managers doing better.
Because the things that really have confused me over time, bankability works with demand. Oh, there's coffee, now it's the in thing. Please, you run to the bank understands that people
Coffee.
need to drink coffee, so there's demand. Now, people, we consume music.
All the time.
Weddings.
Even that bank you ended, they're playing music.
Even the people in the bank,
They're playing music.
They're
streaming.
music. But a musician walking to the bank manager and say, "Hey, I'm the collateral," they won't
The
see
mismatch,
it.
yeah.
So why there seems to be no demand, like bankable demand?
So it's a policy thing again. The
Yeah.
we know the culprit.
Now that's why now we now go to.
Yes.
So how do we
Ah, but
articulate then? You know, the articulation of that idea of a creative entity that's
So why don't we
bankable.
learn from the ones who have done it? For example, in America, how have they done
The
it?
American market is different.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
but
Structured.
Guys,
Yeah,
it
structures.
didn't. It was
So,
you've said it.
structure-
But it wasn't born. It didn't wake up America structured.
Yes.
No,
They went
yeah,
through a
They
phase.
be-
Yeah.
Can we also go
Guys,
through
it's very
it?
simple. You see South America, it's just south of the north.
Yes.
Very broken, broke,
Organized.
organized,
The other side.
going up. All these
So
guys are going
intention,
up.
willingness, goodwill. Is the goodwill
You
there?
understand?
Is there intention?
Yeah.
You know?
So what we are saying is that the structures, right?
Yes.
So that, maybe I'm just saying, let me learn from the ones who have gone before me, right? So what did they do? Structures.
Yes.
So how do those structures look? How do I then translate them to bring them back home?
So you're in film. I'll probably use an example of the Nawisos. They've been at it for quite some time. I'm sure the first thing they did was register a company. Once
Now
they-
you're talking.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You register a company, get a license, get your TIN number, get a bank account, receipt book, invoices.
It's teen.
I know I also said TIN number
yeah,
because
tin,
the N
yeah.
stands for number.
TIN, yes. Okay, so
Yes.
invoices, Excel sheets. Again, employ people who know how to count money, accountants, you know, finance guys. Like you don't
They
just
have
go
a
and say,
lawyer who
you
does
don't just
this,
go and say,
everything.
I'm taking a Uber, so njagala imtwale ibiri. No, you have to sign for it, just to be approved
that
at some
part,
point.
that
Goes. You understand?
No, push.
That is really long. That is
Yeah.
now really in the back end. But ideally, that's what
That's
it ought to
that's
be.
what
Legal.
structure is.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
If you
legal.
get a document, don't just sign because you've seen the figure out of excitement.
There's
Understand the
inside
clauses.
details,
Yeah?
yes.
Go to these guys who now bang tables. Tell them, look, help me bang the hell out of, sense out of this contract.
document.
Does it favor me? They'll tell you. They call them street lawyers, but because they've seen how lucrative the creative industry has. Trust me, today, if I used maybe, let's say, Alien Skin's song in one of my ads, there's like a smart lawyer somewhere. They've also become...
Who's going to come to you?
Who's going to go to Alien Skin omanyi? Ogaya bakozesa akayimbako. Okimanyi nti bamenya amateeka? Okimanyi nti banosobola okufunawo obukadde mwenda? Nze kankikoleko. Genda epasu. It's the right thing to do, but you're now building, you're encouraging a system of cartels. But if, as you, the business, the talent who is also the business, was emphatic and deliberate enough and look, I need
organized.
someone to look at my paperwork properly. My work is go to the gym, make sure the six packs are okay, the voice is okay.
Like
fashion,
that's
the
your
drip,
job.
exactly.
Yeah.
Show up
Yeah.
for promotions, press conferences.
Tell me, show
and
up where?
perform.
I'm
Yes.
here. Show
But
up.
to
The back end.
show how we are irresponsible we are, rather than have a legal guy work with you, a health or nutrition specialist be part of your group, or a brand manager, you work with a guy who holds your phone. You work with a guy
And who's saying,
you
go
know
bush, baby.
Who has your
Good
clothes?
guy,
who
good
has your
guy.
clothes and the jacket yangi. You understand?
No, you see
You
that
understand?
guy?
And
Seeing him,
and
right?
remember you're the business.
Yeah.
You have to pay yourself
Yeah.
and pay them. Now you're not making money, but you're paying them.
Yeah.
But now, Bush, that is easier
Now
said
these
than
are
done.
things. Yes.
Sorry to cut you short.
Yes.
And the reason I'm doing it is because I want you to go back to what you painted. The ideal picture.
Yes.
Kati me. I'm called Azawi. Picture.
Yes.
Okay? I'm somewhere. I have my vocal ability, but there is no Julius. Do you understand? and then I become business-minded all of a sudden. You get my point? And now I have a lawyer, I can pay, I can walk to the bank, I have a bank account,
So I have an idea.
all those things.
By the way, you don't have to.
No,
you don't have to be
wait, I have
business
an
oriented.
idea.
First wait. You don't have
Paint
to.
for me a timeline.
Right now, as
Yeah.
we speak, the industry has morphed into all those things. I can be on my TikTok as it is right now. And I have some real life examples. I can be on TikTok, Facebook, X, whatever, and I'll see a talent. Now, best in my field of play, I'll ask myself, okay, this kid is gifted. This kid is skilled. This kid is talented. How much muscle can I deploy, or what can I do to deploy
In your
to
power.
make sure in the power that I have, me before, as an example, okay, to the others. So I'll pick up this kid. If I can afford studio fees, I've played my part.
No, but Bush Baby,
As
I
an
understand.
example.
What he's saying is
Okay.
something else. He's
Then there's
saying
also somebody
something
else who's going to see that kid. Maybe it will be Abitex.
No, that's what he's
The
saying.
problem
Before
is,
they see
the
me,
problem
what
is,
am I doing?
these things are happening by accident.
Before they see me, what
yes.
am I doing?
You get my point.
Before they
Yeah.
see me.
Before
Before
you
that
can
guy
say,
Julius picks me, Abitex picks me, before Bush Baby picks
No,
me.
you have
off
to step
TikTok.
out.
Yeah.
You have
How?
to.
How?
Now you see that's the thing they're doing. That's why
Now
they're being their own
execute,
business person.
Josh, to use your word,
before.
execute and share.
that is
Execute
one.
and share.
That is one, and I
'Cause-
appreciate that.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say again is, and I'm going to share this example. I have a friend, an acquaintance. He asked me, Josh, when you do business, I mean videos for business only, do you make money? I'm like, my idea is every business needs communication. So I don't have to deal with Kwanjula because the need for Kwanjula video dies the day Kwanjula is done.
Yes.
Plus the wedding. These days, not those days.
Yes.
So, but when you do a video ad, somebody,
There's a live shelf,
yeah, somebody needs that ad, you know, so they will be on your case. So they have to pay. You understand? So you're relevant throughout the whole process of
Yes.
production. Now, he tells me that I'm doing weddings, but man,
On and off.
on and off, but I'll get there. They're cheap. I'm like, okay. I'm like, so when do you get there? He's like, I'll get to the point where I can do documentaries. And I'm like, no, but by the time you get to the point of doing documentaries, everybody will know you for cheap weddings.
Yes.
Do you
That
understand?
will be your brand.
Yeah, that would be your brand. So you need, I think, again, finding the answer through vibe.
Yes.
Talk. You need to know that to get to a point where you can afford a lawyer, you can, by the way, it's not just having a tin, okay? You pay for that tin every month, you know? The moment you invoice somebody, you cross a certain boundary. And
Person to Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
And someone is going to say, hey. So now my question is, do you have a timeline to professionalize? Because by the time you become this person who is you're the collateral, yeah, you're high on fame.
So wait.
Nobody's going to
So
tell
the timeline
you.
is-
No,
the
nobody will
timeline-
tell you nothing
The
at that point.
the
So
timeline
you're
you're
saying,
asking
you're saying
about.
at the beginning
Yeah.
of it
No,
all,
the timeline
right?
you're asking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
is,
I get what
is,
you
is what I
mean.
said, that
Yeah.
it happens, it's happening, but it's accidental, and for a lucky few. If Chaze
Yeah.
lands on you by luck or by accident,
Lucky for
you'll
you.
be glad to go
Guided,
through swans.
yeah.
You understand? If Phenon or whoever, but now I'm saying we probably need to define a timeline that is embedded even within the national development policy that captures these things, okay, and brings everything we're talking together to life in an organized way,
I mean, I was talking
so
about-
that things
yeah.
don't happen by accident.
No, I agree with you. So that's why I was saying I have an
understand?
idea. This is a thing Chetwine, Uganda, yeah? Someone opens a hardware store here. The whole street, to Jacobera what?
Hardwares.
Hardwares. We know this. Yeah, I'm not accusing you falsely.
Yes.
You know
Yes.
this. Once you see something has worked, everyone wants to do that exact same
Yes.
thing. And that is very unfortunate. And this is, I'm going to bring to the creative industry. Right now, we are giving you job opportunity. So like, you're wondering, what should I do? What should I do? We have shown you the gap. The gap is there no management.
Managers are needed.
Yeah.
Entertainment management.
Entertainment management
Entertainment
is
management
literally
that leads to entertainment entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Do you see what do you see what I've said?
Yes.
So my thing is this: all of you are trying. Musician, not everyone is going to
Wants
be.
to manage.
So Kanye West started off as a what? A producer, right?
DJ, then producer.
DJ, producer. Then he said, but I'm also a badass what? Musician. Then I became a fashion
Mogul.
icon. Yeah, right?
Icon.
An icon and mogul, right? But there was a process by process. So while you're waiting to...
Not that
By the way, he had to bruise.
You get?
Bruise
Certain, yeah.
Many people
His
were
way
saying,
through.
but you're such a good producer, sigare you. Eh? They said, no, but I'm also a good musician. So there's a young gentleman who came to me and said, Malaika, but I want to sing. My parents are telling me that. I said, I agree with your parents. You in Uganda. There are more musicians than fans.
Yeah.
That is the truth. You get? Like everyone is a musician. You have to show your parents or your guardians a play-by-play, a breakdown of how this is going to work and how you're going to make it work. Don't just wake up, boy, I'm going to be a musician. Who has mentored you?
Free entry, free exit.
Who have you talked to? Who have you gone to and said, but Bachkulabatia? Who in the industry have you gone and said, I'm going to be an intern to you for free? And that's why I've said that management thing comes in. Like these musicians, if it's artists, if it's social media content creators, if we have the managers right now, guys, go start training yourselves, start teaching yourself. We start seeing managers who have only one musician because that's all you can do. But if you ask yourself why Julius and Benon can manage that number of artists, it's not that person. It's not Julius who's running around with Winnie. No. It's not Benon running around with Elijah. They have educated and empowered and created a whole entire spider web of you're good at that, handle that. You're good at this, handle this. You're good at this, handle. Namwe, Katinga like the manager of Spice Diana. Why am I here like as if there's a death that has happened? Because he might not be with Spice Diana anymore. No, my guy, with all that knowledge he has now, he can open today and say, I'm opening a management company. For what? He will have a myriad of applicants to come and say that, well, you manage them like this, you manage like... For that, the finance department, is this the lawyer? Let us now start thinking like that.
Maybe our banks are just old school.
That's why
There is that.
They're not used to...
Not really old school.
They're not used to having face as collateral. Unless...
There is that. There is that. But banks and anything government related works under policy. And policy, you don't rush policy. Structure. They will tell you the next 3 years,
this is how you
we are
do
focusing
it.
on agriculture and coffee.
Yeah.
You check it, huh?
And there's a reason why.
Then the other year, we are focusing on ICT.
In fact, right now they're focusing on us. Let's grab this
Now, when
phone.
you see Eddie Kenzo in State House, just know
they're focusing on
the
us.
spotlight is now on us.
It's us.
Now, the onus is on us now to say,
get
okay,
organized.
guys, bagaye batulabye kati.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Stop fighting each other, guys. Let's work.
Fighting is small. Fighting, it's part of it's part
No,
of it's
what I
part of
mean, fighting each other in terms of
clicks and whatever.
No, why is Eddie Kenzo there? No, stop questioning that. Start saying, okay,
That's
how do we
that's
enter?
now for the small.
Let us enter. Let us figure it out.
for the
This
small
person is in
clusters.
position. Come and advise Bush baby who is on that table and tell him Kati Bush. This, and this. Ashitwala achogereko.
Because, guys,
this is
something
You know how Good Life purportedly amassed property? Don't take my word for it, but apparently when someone like Balam or Abitex or whoever reached out to them and bought a concert, or if they release an album, that meant a concert. So he buys that album, and apparently these kids will tell him, you know what? Totua send. Exactly. Give us a chapa. Next concert, take out deposit. Elimuchi, Batia, Hardware World. Yeah. Next concert, Tuagala Gundi. So I think we also have to, the reason we are having this conversation is me and Josh have had to go through baptism of fire You could wake us up at 2, 3 a.m. and we can defend our creativity effortlessly. But at that point, can we be placed in a position where we can defend the entrepreneurial side of our gifts? Now, unfortunately, that is where most of the creatives find themselves. Malaika, you're a great DOP right now. Okay? Alan Manzi, you own a production house right now. You can do a dope script. But if I call you right now and I told you I have the key to the deputy speaker, go and pitch. I have the hotline is here. Go and pitch and get funding. Do you know how to communicate? Do you know the language to use?
What's your
The
brand?
decorum, what's your brand?
Communicating
What's your personal brand?
your
You
dream.
understand?
Yeah.
So we need, of course, master classes are required. For lack of, I want to say education. Mentorship is required. Master classes are required. But most importantly, we need goodwill from policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say this without fear and whatever. The reason I think the spotlight is on us in terms of policy is because the creative arts right now seem to be the only avenue for expression of any form.
Yeah.
Okay?
And also, it's not limited to, you see, with doctors, it's 7 years. Engineers, it's almost 5, 6 years. Like, with creatives, I kid you not, while you're at school, you
Yes.
can make money.
Yeah.
You don't have to have
But you get my
finished
point.
the degree to
Yeah.
do
Where
it.
we have the spotlight. That's why you're seeing professors are also expressing themselves through
TikTok.
Everyone.
Dancing.
through TikTok.
Oh my God,
through
even doctors are here.
Yeah, through
by the
drawing,
way.
drawing.
Even
Everybody's now-
engineers,
Exactly, because
everybody's
Doctors
that's
are
the
now
only
dancing.
avenue. They say
The person who created that
they say
dancing
you can hide knowledge in an education system, but you can't gag creativity.
No, you can't.
So the only way
can't.
is become an ally.
So now, I don't know, because
Become an ally.
we have, I don't know why we are failing, by the way, to be bankable. Because if you go to a bank today and tell them, I want to put up a school, there is no guarantee that the kids coming out of that school or graduating are going to be sensible kids. You understand?
Yes, yeah.
But there's guarantee that
There's belief and faith in education.
Mindset.
because they'll pay school fees. School
Mindset.
fees shall be
Yeah,
paid.
yeah.
Mindset.
So there's belief. But now, I don't know why there's no belief in you becoming a
So it's a mind.
bankable
So
DJ
there's need
that
for
can make money
Box
there's
out.
need for a
over and
mindset
over.
shift.
Can I tell
We
you
represent irresponsibility, but I think we've also
Mindset shift
risen
is
above
important.
that. By the time I am Bush Baby, I can run events. Nino wongo nti bwentundayo ebikopo nga 10 nsokusasula school fees. Can probably do merchandise.
Oh my God, that's a Bush Baby jacket.
Exactly, you get. So all this, but this is out of pocket.
That's such a fire.
Malaika,
No. Can you turn to
hold
the camera?
on,
Come
first
here,
way.
Kulaba.
But
My
all this
God,
is
that's
out
a
of
fire
pocket
jacket.
for now.
That's a
So,
fire jacket.
so how do I go to Uganda Development
How
Bank?
much is the
How do I go
jacket?
to UD?
How much is the jacket?
Just hold up.
You see how creatives don't have sell.
Can we be serious?
I'm being
Can we be
serious.
serious? Yes,
I'm
yes,
trying
yes,
to
yes.
make you
Yes,
bankable
yes.
right
Yeah.
now. We
So-
sell the jacket now.
Yes, I'm selling. They're on sale. But how can I scale it up?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I need someone to hold my
you.
hand
Yeah.
to scale it up.
That is the part that we want to talk about. We're now talking about music only, but
It's the whole.
it's a whole thing. I mean, there's online courses, there's workshops,
fashion.
there's merchandise, there's so much, okay? That if you walk to the bank today and tell them, you know what, my name is Malaika, I'm a graduate of UCLA, and I want to start an Actors Academy. You see? They may not bankroll you as an actor, but they will bankroll you as an actor tutor. Like, you understand? So it still comes back to you. So however way you make your profit, then you can do what you want. So I think we need to fall in the structures that exist and be like, oh, my name is Josh. I have an online course that I'm doing, and this is how people are going to pay. Okay? Support me. I need to put it together for 6 months to 1 year, and then they'll
Business
just starting
plan.
here
Business
online.
plan,
Do you understand? And then whatever profit comes out of it, I pay the bank, and then I now have the money to do my own thing.
So, but
Don't you feel sad?
For on that point,
Yeah.
which is something he mentioned as well, on the shift of the mindset. For me, in just simple words, I'll say, creative industry, take yourself seriously. You know, no one else is going to take us seriously if we don't take ourselves
Now,
seriously.
here.
We're taking this thing as a hobby. We're taking it as,
No, Malaika.
you know, side hustle. First of all,
No,
stop
no,
calling
Malaika.
your job a side hustle. It is your career.
Plan
it
A.
is your job.
No, how you call it, Malaika? Whatever title you give it is okay.
No plan B.
For me now, I think
Not title,
as a solution,
mentality.
as a solution, for me, this is an appeal to the guys, the gatekeepers, at a policy at a policy level.
Value one.
Okay, we need the right people in those spaces. You're not going to give me a guy who has been a professor for 8 years and make them ED-UCC. They won't understand me. My son, with the simple coding that he knows today, can open up an online radio station on my phone, in my house, and he'll broadcast. How will you regulate a chap like that?
True.
So we need the right gatekeepers at a policy level who understand us. I'm not saying make Chameleon a minister. Or, no,
Thank God,
I'm
I'm
not.
scared.
You know, I'm not. Imagine, don't you feel sad that Nambole has no Wi-Fi? Like permanent Wi-Fi. Like when guys are there, Uganda and Sudan are playing, it should be in real time, free, no password. Yeah? So again, I go back to my opening remarks. I think we need to be in bed with the guys in ICT. ICT, because I think that's where everything is headed. Okay?
True.
Because for them, at least at a policy level, they've made some inroads. Okay? They're rolling
Policy.
out. Yeah.
Policy.
I don't know how many poles of cable, of fiber you have at your gate. Yeah?
Yeah.
At your gate. If you move randomly in Kampala today, there's like a forest of poles. There's Zuku, there's I don't know what, Liquid, I don't know who.
Everyone is coming up.
Which is also clutter, which is also a symptom of a bigger problem we need to deal with. Can't all those guys have one pipe
Hardware.
and
Yeah,
their things go through us?
No, we
You understand?
had that.
I
mean,
digress.
if
I
you-
digress.
If you lived in the US, you have one cable, it brings everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't we do
Here
that? Why are
you
you
have-
stopping us? Yeah? At your gate, you wake up at 1 minute, there were 8 poles. By midnight, there are 15 poles.
It's you have
Rock,
Anyway,
Zuku,
so-
Liquid, Wazo Dazo, Simanyani,
Nakaba
Creative
Gaivo.
Chaos. But you see
love
my
it.
point.
Yeah.
So why should we
Delivering
be
the same
fighting?
thing.
Why should
Yeah.
broadcasters be fighting over, Uganda is going to verse Chad. Then they fight over broadcasting rights. Nambole here. Why not just put their free Wi-Fi? Abatuze, banyumirwe, batweetinge, bakole hashtag bichi and you get the demystify some of these things.
Yeah.
But my point again is, I think we need, at a policy level, the right gatekeepers, guys who are switched on, guys who know what's up.
reality of it.
Yes.
Those guys don't exist. Hear me out. Okay?
Expound, sir.
Yeah, those guys do not exist yet.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we live in a space where Africans do not train Africans. You understand? Beginning from the top to bottom. Yeah, businesses. I mean, how many third generational businesses do you know in Uganda? You understand?
Kuba.
Yeah, so it becomes, it's as if it's a culture. You know,
Yeah.
like, we do not teach fellow Africans how to lead, how
Take
to lead,
over.
take over, how
Continuity.
to come after
Succession.
me. Continuity is an issue. So it's almost a cultural thing. Now, in understanding that, and the point here is being bankable, being trusted by the banking system.
Yes.
That I will give you my money because your product is in demand. I trust you. Okay?
Yes.
So we need to be trusted. And we will not wait for policy.
Which I think we are.
We need to be trusted.
Which I think we are.
Trusted.
At this point in time.
Like, you don't have a piece of land, but you're the collateral.
Yes.
Right? But I could just the fix.
Yeah, and they're not excited
Yeah.
for just an autograph or a picture and a selfie.
They're excited to
do business
Do you know how much
you.
a bank calls you when you pay off your loan? As a nobody. Like, yo,
Hello,
can't you
Olivulunji,
imagine that?
no, just checking on
Are
you.
you breathing?
You okay?
Is the oxygen fine? As if, you know?
No,
Actually, I need to ask Albert.
The oxygen
I need to ask Albert Gatruguma about. He's a leading influencer. I need to find out whether he can use the same clout. If, let's say, DFCU, for lack of a better example, can onboard him as an influencer, digital online influencer. Can they give him a loan? Can they give him access to a facility based on the relationship they've had with him? Because he's a brand,
it's
he
only
shapes
him to
opinion.
answer anyway. He will tell us.
Yeah, I need to. These are some of the things we need to.
So you see,
and that is how we build bankability.
but
Because
guys, let's also
how
be
come
honest.
you can effortlessly reach me to push your brand?
Yeah.
But when I'm in need, you put question marks on me.
Guys,
Yeah? Bring a logbook. If you don't bring a national ID, then
that argument I won't
driving
agree
permit,
with it.
then passport.
I won't
all
agree
for
with
what?
that argument.
Which
also,
one?
you, when they're coming to you, the thing is, in this life, I've said it and I'll say it again, no balance. The thing is, there's someone who needs the other more than the other, right? This is a whole international institution. They cannot just, you get, like you said, policies, there's structures, there's ways they do things. You're an individual. So your policy is, you've been asked, the answer is yes, done. Then, before they give you that land, the number of bureaucratic steps you've gone through in order to be eligible, not even be given, eligible for that, it's a lot. So they rather pay you go. You get what I mean? And like you say, how you said with the boys with the Good Life, how they were being said, pay me this, pay me that. I'm happy you said that. Guys,
Let me give you another example.
No, Bush, let me say this. It was only until I have never been so annoyed in my life. When I left Capital FM, right? I was so mad. A month or two later, I was so mad because I was educating myself online, financial literacy.
Yes.
And my teachers, my mentors, they don't know me, but me, they are mine. They're Kenyan. Kenyans have used YouTube beautifully, right? There's a man called Pius Mushuri. Yes, Pius Mushuri. There's also another lady called Rena Hicks. And I was so mad, Bush, that I've said, I have worked for how long? You say that thing of Toina Nataka. Okay, in Uganda, for us, that's what we mean by, you don't have that car thing. You get, you don't even have your dream car.
50
you
by
said
100.
if you don't have your dream car, go back to work. You get what I mean? You can't pay for...
It's right there.
Your family can't ask for a contribution for a wedding without you calculating abana banalia. Do you get?
Yeah.
And how many years have you worked? But do you know why that is? Because we've been doing hand.
To mouth.
I wish it was even to mouth. It is to somewhere, I don't know where.
Yes.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know
you
who's
sacrifice.
eating this money. And yet when I realize simple things like, hey, do you know what a money market fund is? Do you know what a unit trust is? Whereby, setaga magezi manji. My money is making money somewhere.
Just
a treasury
take a
bond.
Passive income, eh?
A passive income. Who
Diversification
was ever
of
educated?
income.
That's
Yes.
about passive income.
Yeah.
You see that thing you've said of passing on the knowledge? I'm like, I'm in school, I'm being taught Canadian prairies and sijui simanyanga because they're here. Eh? Zinga Sasha stage one, that guy. Eh?
Yes.
This financial literacy that I can now use later because now I don't care how bankable this musician is. You know why they are? Why? So I was asking you guys, think about the West. Why they are? Why Rihanna is bankable? Her only source of income is not music.
Yeah.
Shaq has 23, about how many car washers. They have diversified. Who has educated creatives about that? Boba mani kubet bala, umano kubet bala, kube wali.
Let me give you guys two scenarios. The first one is Tanzania, where country that mothered, really nurtured me. When you go to Tanzania to perform as a foreigner, course, there's a visa, there's a work permit and all that.
Yeah.
That money, when it's collected through immigration, it goes to COSOTA. COSOTA is the Copyright Society of Tanzania, for as long as you fall into a certain docket. So what they use is the immigration collects that money on behalf of COSOTA, and COSOTA, that money trickles down to develop
The industry.
Now, you tell me, when Wizkid comes here, apart from URA and I don't know who, or when Burna Boy comes here, what's the story? Wagwa.
The license fees.
Yeah. Who? And
As
who's the
in
beneficiary? Who's
perform.
the end
You know-
user?
You know how you like
You
how,
get it?
how you hear footballers in the
Who are
UK
they?
like
Who are
go
they?
in and then they have to pay for you know their work permits and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes.
So
Tukuba vibe, selfies.
Exactly.
How they
Selfies.
know?
Then
How
number
they
two.
know I saw Burna?
Then number two. When I talk about policy and its enforcement and having like clear, again with using ICT as a benchmark, we have a neighbor down south. A typical drive, Ugandan style, between Gatuna and Kigali should be 30 minutes. But today, if you're to drive from Gatuna to Kigali, you take a bloody 2 hours and 30 minutes. Why? There are speed cameras almost after every I don't know what. Okay? Gwekola olugezi-gezi.
And you sweet.
Mbuzi nze Subaru bichi. Reach Kigali, you check your phone, you find your fines in your what? There's no policeman to bribe.
Yeah.
There's no policeman
It's
to
just the
kitu kidogo.
automated, yeah.
Yeah. So basic things like that.
Why isn't this automated?
You understand?
Yeah.
Basic things like that.
Yeah. But I
So-
like the thing you've said of like when these musicians, foreigners come.
Yes.
Like this is the money that would be used.
Go back to now either to what is Wasula's thing?
By your
UPRS.
rent, 'cause we are
UPRS, yeah.
paying.
Now, as an example, I'm just saying, maybe if the video came and whatever, that money should go to UPRS and
But the
it
tax-
develops maybe a national theater or whatever. I don't know.
That would be
True.
nice.
You
That would
understand?
be dope.
Or
That would be dope.
an innovation hub somewhere in Namanve.
That would be dope. That
You
would
understand?
be
I keep
dope.
telling guys that when we did
actually
we
a
went through
solution.
digital migration. I think it was a road deal. We were sold pay TV migration because we were left at the mercy.
don't go there.
They were left at the mercy of producers, content creators. We were left at the mercy
Yeah.
of TV stations.
Yeah.
Ogenzo was a JDC. Okay? How much have you spent on a season? Maybe 100,000 USD.
Yo.
Okay?
And more.
You go to, I don't know which TV station. They want to give you 200,000 per episode.
Please say
Tell
it in.
me.
You said
Make
the
it
other one.
make sense.
That was USD. This one here said in UGX.
Yes.
Guys
Yes.
might be getting it wrong.
With all the
Yeah.
contempt.
it can
Yeah.
be.
With all the contempt.
As in put it down or
Yeah,
go.
either that or not.
But I will appreciate people like
Eh?
DSTV,
But
which
they would
is
rather
African,
they would rather
what they have done.
get
for
some
us.
chisop of about 19 watt from
Korea.
Korea, from South America, and bring
yeah.
it here at the expense of the potential
But-
that's
but-
here.
I think Bush
Okay?
now when
So that's
you,
okay. Now she's going to Pearl Magic, and I like what Pearl Magic did.
I really appreciate
And I think
it.
it has educated. I'm told when you get a grant or whatever it is, the first thing is not excitement that, money ka-ching has hit your account. No. I'm told there's proper due diligence. You set up a company,
Ooh,
audit,
proper,
an audit
yeah.
department and everything.
Yeah,
and
the structures
because
are
they
there.
want that income to trickle down
To everyone.
everybody
yeah.
to break bread.
Yeah.
Which was, imagine that's a foreigner. That's a foreign company.
Yeah.
Tuekole Dechi.
Fengafe.
Okay?
And by the way, even them themselves, they say, but can we have more people do what we are doing?
Exactly.
Can we have more commissioners for the projects, right? And that's where we were coming in on the thing of bankability of where are you going to sell your thing? Where are they
The
going to
market.
see it? The
'cause
market.
The bank works with the market. The
Yeah.
market works with demand. So somebody funds the market to fulfill that demand. And then it is repeated
Yes.
over and over. That's why Hollywood thrives. And when Hollywood is not delivering, there's TV still
Yes.
thrives. So some actors come from Hollywood to television. Television was deemed too much work, too little pay. But
But now there are apps.
yeah, now
Kids can develop
Now
apps.
there are apps,
Equivalent
you
to Netflix. Homegrown solutions.
yeah. So
Why
it's-
give Netflix that money? Why give Spotify that money?
Yeah, true. But
You
anyways,
understand?
Spotify is
So
big.
as we wind up,
Yeah.
we're not here to whine, but I think
Although we did.
we are bankable. We've tried, regardless of
just need to
devices
explore.
that come with the territory. What you called irresponsibility, I think it comes with the territory. A creative is a creative.
That's why
A
put
star-
yourself with the
stars
one
are
who
chaotic.
Chaotic.
Creatives are chaotic.
So bring
okay?
the one who
They're-
is not
they're
next
mad.
to you.
They're mad.
Then just then have
They're
a
mad.
manager.
You understand?
Then have a manager.
Yeah. So I think for me, it gets down to policy, and I'm glad I'm part of an initiative I can't really disclose here. I'm not at liberty with your old man.
Me, I
And
know
we just
it,
hope,
and I'm very
that one
excited
day
for
we shall be
it.
remembered
For what you're
for making
you're
a
doing.
contribution
To,
to
yeah.
the sector.
But I'm happy on that table.
Let me ask you, before we go,
Yes.
do you know any creative who has made it lucratively? Like
In
they've-
Uganda?
Yeah.
So making it in
Shibakarunj.
Uganda, the benchmark.
Queen, come
hold
on.
on.
Of
the
course, I
benchmark.
don't have to describe making it because it can be food on the table, it can be roof, it can be...
Yeah, no, but when we say making it,
foundation.
making it in Uganda is noise.
Yeah.
King Saha mansion, you get it?
Yeah.
Bobby Wine Magere,
Shiba.
you get it?
Yeah, yeah.
There's like a million mansion here,
I
Baby
don't know why
Cooler,
these guys-
Nayamaze,
why are you dancing
get it?
around the
Then
answer?
cars, like it's... I would want that. I want us to, with time.
Yeah.
And whenever I get a chance to
Hey,
sit on such
I have that
platforms,
answer. I have
I
the
want us
answer.
to approach this conversation from numbers, where we are sitting here, Josh and Malaika, and we are like, wait, this is a printout from a URA. It's on a public portal. We went. When we say Joshua Baraka or Azawi is the leading artist in Uganda,
It is
this
based
was
on
the
these
net. This was the
numbers,
net
yeah.
income last week.
You
understand?
Okay, I have
So
an
when you
answer
say make
to it.
it-
With, may I have it?
Make
Bush
it-
doesn't
we
have
have-
it.
we
May I
have
have
no
it?
answer.
Ask me.
Yeah.
He has
Making
no
it
answer.
is
I
in
have
our
it.
heads.
Let's go.
Me, it's not in
Okay.
my head. It is in everyone's head. I have answers. Yes. It's me. Wama. Shiba. Yeah. and then Julius Chaze.
We are okay. No, we are like we are okay.
You
okay.
speak for
No, we are okay.
Julius Chaze.
We are okay.
And Benon of Swangs Avenue.
Yes.
Those are creatives I can genuinely say
Yes.
They've
have
made it.
made it. Why? Because it's not just Uganda. They have spread out.
True.
If you pay attention, just because they're not celebrities, so if you're not following their socials, you might not know.
Yeah.
But every day, the other day, I saw Julius. You guys, I used to see J Cam on my TikTok, be like, hey, this boy is talented. Next thing, Julius is in his sitting room with his father. But you get what I mean? Someone who can be, he's the one when he comes to you, when Kanye West came, who do they call? Do you get what I mean? That's what I've said internationally, Pan-African, East African. Me, I've said
So-
my answer.
so-
But Uganda-wise, it is one and only Shiba.
First, hold on.
Put my
so
hand
to
there.
answer his question,
That's your benchmark.
to answer his
benchmark.
question,
I'm just saying she
finally,
is. She is.
to answer your question, Josh.
Yeah.
If you have freedom, you have choice, you have options. Before we say Ferrari, Lamborghini, what, for me there you've made it.
Yeah.
Now,
Julius Beno.
where was I headed?
Freedom, choice, options. You said
Options.
freedom, choice,
op-
options.
Yeah,
I
but
like
there's
that.
something I just skipped my mind.
Okay, you'll get back.
just
so
go
what
on.
I wanted to close with is there are educated ways.
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I was with DJ Pinye a couple of months ago. He's been in and out. And he told me something that we shouldn't take for granted. He told me, I've noticed in Uganda that when you talk about chameleon, you talk about Wazo, you talk about radio, you talk about, who else?
Palazzo.
AK-47, Palazzo.
Oh,
You
like the
understand?
family, the brothers.
When you talk about Bebe Cool, you talk about Remana Makula. When you talk about Eddie Kenzo, you talk about Ghetto Kids. So that's making
And
it,
Rema.
that kind of impact. But I think it needs to go beyond that. When you
Yeah.
talk about Josh, they're like
Or
six
like the
names.
doors they have opened.
Exactly.
Hence,
And they don't
Swangs
have that.
Avenue.
He was like, we don't have that in Kenya.
Wow.
Oh,
We don't, like, it's
wow.
really sad.
Or like whose door have you opened?
Yeah, who have you opened?
Who has passed through after you?
I found that
Really?
very powerful. Yeah, I found that very powerful.
Like Nameless has no...
I'm telling you, Pinye told me he was shocked
You name it,
because
you know
whenever
that.
we drove from the airport expressway, we're just banging stories. He wanted to see the expressway. He had never seen it, so
Yeah.
we took a ride.
Yeah.
And he was like, I've noticed something. Whenever you mention someone, there's like 10 guys.
the come
after them.
after,
Yeah, they've
which
given.
is nice.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
I think we need to applaud ourselves for that.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
But it can go beyond that.
Yeah. It should,
understand?
it should
But
go
that's
beyond
that's a
that.
stepping stone.
Yes, a
I like.
stepping
No.
stone.
I
Are we
like
make-
that.
Are we
That's
making
fantastic.
progress though?
We are
We are.
steady
We are.
progress.
Regardless of our problems, our issues, our challenges, we are.
Silent majority.
We are.
We are making progress.
Yes.
Okay. I was saying there as we close, there are educated ways. I think we are in agreement. We have to create demand for our, creative work. We need to build personal brands that actually make commercial sense.
Yes.
Yeah, which probably makes us appear responsible to the people that own the money. You understand? Networking and collaborating.
Very important.
Nice.
A lot. Like
Yeah.
we need to network 100%. I used to see when I was doing these videos. I hope I get back to doing these videos someday. But when I used to,
Please don't. We made a pact.
artists sleep during the day.
Bad manner. Yes, leave us.
Yes.
From
Yes.
I don't
This
know.
conversation is not ending.
The way
I
Simba
want
Wakati.
such a vibes.
Jude Sempebwa,
Tosa
DJ Jude
Amukwata before
Sempebwa,
midday.
yeah? The CEO Legacy Productions mentioned the same thing. As a DJ, you play at night. What gives you the audacity to say nti lwakuba nti nakubye ennongo ekiro
Can never
ngenda kwebaka
tell
the whole day? Go and do something else.
Yeah.
And that's why we have broke geniuses.
when do you network?
When do you network?
I am a lazy genius.
You get?
When
No,
you
no.
network. Because
Yes.
the people that own money that
Or
you
awake
want
when you're
Yes.
asleep.
are awake when you're
When you're
asleep.
sleeping.
Yeah. So probably the finance guy also goes on leave because, he doesn't expect you to
Yes.
come during the day.
Not only DJs, but everybody.
I'm just saying.
When you work at night,
Yeah.
when you moonlight, when you do overtime,
At least be up by
it's not an
midday.
entitlement that now I
At least
deserve.
by midday wake
Yeah.
up.
I deserve.
At least by
I
midday.
deserve
The whole
my
world
fixed
is
day.
awake.
Yeah.
Wait. But there's something you said that I just want to piggyback on and
Yeah.
add.
Collaboration.
No, collaboration, absolutely.
Networking.
Before the networking one, you said...
Building a brand, personal brand.
Yes, when you're
Yeah.
building a brand, I know many people are going to be like, Kati namwe, venamwaga to be the corporate. No, me, I can't be. No one is asking you to be that.
Read and understand what brand means.
So the thing is just a simple thing, right? Just be the artist they know. You're crazy, you're a little puzzle, you're this person, you're that. But when they say be here at 10, you're there at 9:50.
True.
And do you? You get, like, they can trust you, you're reliable. No one is asking you to wear a suit. But if I need you in this venue at this time, reliably you'll be there, not unsober. Because they're not kawa.
Also,
Yeah. So if that's the way, like, we can, like I said, if you can't be your own manager per se.
No.
You get the one who is, so they can know, I don't have to deal with Josh the Fixer's creative, I need to be in a quiet place. I don't have to, I deal with Bush, who's his manager, who I talk to and manages him. He knows what time he'll be here, what time, just like this is the position, For me, that
So-
would be something to piggyback on.
So we collaborate and
Yeah.
build a symbiotic networks with
Yeah.
stakeholders.
Yeah.
For example, stop whining about copyright, I don't know what. Ngatomanyina Copyright Act. You've not even taken time. This is stuff that is Googleable. You go on Google.
Yeah.
You can even do yourself a service in your free time and read the entire Ugandan constitution because one day always kutuukako.
Boss.
So the other
Bali but
Obusungu.
so Canadian prairies.
So,
What a constitution.
The other thing is diversifying income streams. I like what you're doing with your brand.
Yep.
You are DJ, but I can buy a cup from you. I can buy
That jacket.
Accessorize,
Yeah.
merchandise.
I can buy a
That
jacket from you.
jacket.
Mixtapes, we'll be
That's not-
streaming
that's not-
mixtapes on Wazo Dazo.
That's not
Soon
an-
we'll be having live DJ sessions here, barbecue.
That's not an army jacket, right?
This
Just-
is no, this is not. This is not.
just
It's not
a
government.
green.
It's not government issue.
And
Not
this?
government issue.
This
And
one?
Not government issue.
No, not government issue.
Okay.
This is Vans, a famous brand.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it has Uganda.
Yeah, but this is patriotism. This
Oh,
Are you the one?
Okay, for that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Right.
patriotism.
So yes, you have to diversify.
Exactly.
If the bank will not fund your talent, let them fund your merchandise. It's a good idea. You understand?
Or your mixtapes.
Or let them fund your tutorials. Or let them fund your school, your acting school.
And use
So,
that
so
to-
diversify, so you can bring
Clever.
it back. So
And
the other
health,
is,
our health.
That's my
yeah,
free mindset.
mindset.
Yep.
Mindset. It matters a lot. You have to have
Not mindset, health.
yeah.
Okuba mulamu.
True.
Hey.
Yeah,
Look after
you're right.
yourself,
You're right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look
So the
after
other
Because the
is,
bank won't give you money when you're going to die tomorrow.
they need to proof of life.
Hey, proof like this.
Proof of life. So
Somebody 20
You know?
billion.
Hey.
yeah, I think we also need to fix our mindset when it comes to
Yes.
self-belief, resilience,
Yes.
Confidence.
in the face of challenges. Yeah, so I don't know. If you're listening out there and you're watching, please get back to us, share with us your experiences on, well, your journey and or your, I don't know, your chaos to becoming a bankable creative. Thanks, guys, for coming. Yep,
That's it.
that's it.